All right, that is just about 1/4 cup of our marinara right into my Bundt pan. Next up, coming out with some sliced mozzarella cheese, but you could absolutely do like the shredded kind here as well. And we are just going to layer this cheese right on top of that sauce for this really delicious dinner idea. Awesome, now we're gonna move this aside and we're gonna bring out my empty bowl here. Got 1.5 pounds of chicken. All right, now I have about 1/4 of an onion just chopped up right on inside that as well. Of course, we're gonna do 2 whole eggs, 1 and 2. Now for this recipe, I love using the panko breadcrumbs, but you guys could do a regular breadcrumb as well. We're just gonna add a little bit of this, maybe about 1/2 cup or so. You can always add more later if you need. Of course, Parmesan, we're always gonna need more cheese. So I'm gonna empty out about 1 cup of that Parmesan right on in. And now if you know me, you know I love garlic, so we're just gonna add a bunch of garlic right on in there. You measure garlic with your heart, not a recipe. I've got some Italian parsley, and we're just gonna chop this on up. If you have some in your pantry, you can use that as well, but I like the fresh one for this recipe just because it gives you like a little bit bigger pieces and brings a little bit more flavor profile to it. So just rough chop that in there, just like that. Doesn't that look so beautiful? And lastly, of course, we need to season. So we're gonna do a little bit of salt up in here. You can season this however you would like, but these are just the classic seasonings. Some black pepper, of course. Gotta love our black pepper. Then as well, our Italian herb blend. Now, if you don't have an herb blend, you can definitely just do some rosemary, thyme, you know, whatever you have. Do some garlic powder, some onion powder. Get it all in there. All right, now the best part is get in there with your hands and mix everything together. That egg is gonna be our binding agent. Those seasonings are just gonna flavor up that ground chicken so nice. And that breadcrumb is gonna hold all that moisture. Wow, this is smelling absolutely incredible. We're just gonna go ahead real quick and get this all mixed together. All right, once we have that all nice and mixed together, let's go ahead and bring back out our Bundt pan, and we're just gonna take our chicken parm mixture, and we're just gonna get that right on into our Bundt pan, right on top of that cheese and that marinara sauce. Oh, this is just gonna be such an easy dinner idea. You see that only took a few minutes. So really easy, really simple, and absolutely delicious. Now we're just gonna go ahead and smooth all this chicken out, kind of covering edge to edge. You don't gotta be too particular, just make sure it's put in there. Awesome. Now we're heading straight to the oven, 375 for about 1/2 hour, 40 minutes. All right, our chicken Parmesan loaf is out of the oven and it is looking absolutely incredible. All we gotta do though is we're gonna take our plate, put that right on top. Let's go ahead and give it a flip. 1, 2. All right, and let's just go ahead and give a lift. Ooh, came out perfectly. All right, and now for garnish, I'm gonna go ahead and top with some parsley. This adds that beautiful herby freshness and looks absolutely incredible. Like you spent all day on it, but it only took a little bit of time. All right, and now let's just go ahead and slice on into it and give it a try. Now remember, we have our chicken, we got that onion in there. Oh my goodness, and it's smelling so good. Let's go ahead and lift a piece right on up. Look at that. Wow. If you guys honestly could smell this, you would be craving it as well, but let's just go ahead and give it a try. Remember, we got those slices of mozzarella in there too. Totally forgot about that one. Here we go. Cheers. It is so good. Definitely want to give this a try.